Okay. Hopefully this is live. Doot. All right, well, I don't know how to invite anyone to this live video. So hopefully, oh, okay, thanks, Beast Man. Cool. All right, so I'm going to be teaching a FlexFit class, so feel free to join in at any time that you like. So for today's class, if you've never taken FlexFit before, it's a mix of active flex exercises, mobility exercises, and it goes through the range of motion of your joints. Today we're going to be working on mostly abs though. So we're going to do about 10 minutes of a warm-up, just warming up our whole body, and then we're going to work on abs. I'm going to start on my knees. If this feels terrible for you, feel free to sit in a chair. You can also sit directly on the floor. You can also stand, whatever feels comfortable for you. And that's also a reminder too, just make sure that you are always feeling comfortable. Sometimes exercises don't work for everyone, so feel free to make adjustments for your own personal body. Um, yeah, pay attention to your injuries. You don't want to make them angry or create any new injuries for yourself. If I say let's do 10 reps of something and you are struggling and you can't keep up, don't feel like you need to do all the 10 reps. Just do as many as you can with good alignment. Always make sure you're able to breathe. And let's see, more comfy stuff. We're also going to be moving to our hands and knees for a little bit. So again, if you need some knee protection, if you have knee pads, or your yoga mat is good. You can also grab some cushioning. Maybe your tailbone has some issues. We'll also be on our back for a little bit. So yeah, I think that's all of the introductions things. So let's get started. Find your comfortable seated position or standing position, wherever that is for you. Feel your spine lengthening. Relax your arms wherever you like. And then let's focus on our body for the next 30 minutes, starting with 2 deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then without moving anything else, just start to move your head right and left, checking in with your neck. Maybe you slept on it wrong. It feels a little bit sensational. Just breathe into those sensations. And then we're going to bring our head back to center and then rock your head ear to shoulder. So directly to the side. Sometimes your shoulder wants to bring itself up to the ear to touch the ear, but that's not the goal. So just leave your shoulders where they are, stretching the sides of your neck. Also make sure you're breathing. And then stop your head center again, and we're going to lift the chin up to the sky, and then drop your chin into your chest. Nodding your head up and down at your own speed. You can try keeping your jaw open or closed, seeing how that feels. And make sure you're still sitting up tall. Float your head back to center. And then use your chin to draw 2 giant circles. Take it slow. And then reverse the direction of your circles. Still using your chin to draw that circle. Elongating your cervical spine as you lift your chin up. And finally, bring your head back to center and take a deep breath. And if you're on your knees, you're going to want to rise up. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips and that your feet are parallel behind you and the tops of the toes are resting onto the floor. We're just going to inhale, float the arms up by your ears. And exhale, float them back down. That's all we're doing. Sometimes when you do this, the rib cage can like go out like this. Try to keep everything soft. Engage your abs a little bit and just breathe. Reaching your fingertips up to the sky, arms by the ears, and back down. We'll do 2 more. And then we're going to raise the arms up to the sky. Keep your fingertips stuck together so they look like this, and draw circles. But again, don't move your ribcage all over the place. Keep your ribcage still. Also breathe. Reverse the direction of these circles. Like you're trying to reach up to the sky with your arms. And then stopping here, we're going to float the arms down and up. But again, don't move your ribcage. If your ribcage is moving, just go a little bit slower. Feel this coming from your shoulders. Shoulders might be making a little bit of noise, and that's normal. Whew. Let's start to alternate the arms, reaching back with both at the same time. And keep your arms close toward the midline of your body. So not like out like this, more like this. All right, and then stop with your arms out. We're gonna open and close the fists as fast as we can. While you're doing this, circle your arms all the way around. There's a motorcycle. If you can, cross the opposite arm on top each time if you remember. But keep opening, closing your fists as fast as you can. Also breathe. Reverse your circles. Again, keeping your rib cage from moving around. Maybe you start to engage your abs and your glutes a little bit. Whew. Arms are certainly alive. Bring your arms out, bring your hands to a fist with your thumbs on the outside. And this time we're gonna circle the forearms and wrists all the way in. Try to keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. So like if they're down like this, scoot them back up. Draw your circles. Breathe. Reverse your circles. Whew. All right, then fingertips to your shoulders, stir your elbows all the way around. Lots of noises from my shoulders, little clicking noises. Let's reverse, breathe. All right, let's twist. Bring your arms out to the side and twist right and left. Don't forget to take your head and your neck with you. Okay, keep twisting, but let your arms go. So they just kind of wrap around you, slapping you, spiraling around your body. And start to make this twist smaller and smaller and smaller until you stop. Resting your arms down by your side. Take a deep breath. All right, we're gonna circle our shoulders all the way back. Notice if your shoulders are making like a D shape. Maybe you could smooth it out to make that circle. Reverse that circle all the way forward. Still breathing. Pull the arms back out to the side, circle your wrists. You can imagine that you're scooping some ice cream out with your hand. Scoop. And then you just drop it. It's too early for ice cream. Reverse the circle. Make sure your ribcage is soft. Maybe you engage your abs and your glutes. All right, that's enough of that. Let's hug ourselves. Switching the arm that's on top each time. Feel free to tell yourself how much you love yourself as you give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. Notice if you're giving yourself a violent hug. Sometimes this happens. Not cool. Slow it down. Let's give ourselves 2 more hugs. All right, take a rest. You can come down on your heels if that's okay for you. Take 2 deep breaths. All right, back up to the knees we go. Make sure your knees are again underneath your hips and your feet are parallel behind you. Tops of the toes are resting onto the floor. You are going to squeeze your glutes, gently pressing your hips just a little bit forward. Engage your abs. We're going to bring our right arm up by the ear. Grow tall. Inhale, reach it up taller. On your exhale, you're going to lean directly over to the left, stacking your shoulders one on top of the other. This left hand is reaching toward the floor. Take another deep breath in and find maybe more length in your spine. And on your exhale, perhaps more depth. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, float the arm down. Take a resting breath in and out. All right, left arm turn, or right arm turn. Inhale, float the right arm up. Left arm up by the ear. Arm opposite you. And then exhale, over to the right, stacking the shoulders. And then another deep breath. Find more length in your spine. Exhale, find more depth. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, float the arm down. Take a deep breath. Whew. Excellent. All right, we're going to move to our hands and knees position. So you're going to find a tabletop with your body. Your palms are going to be right underneath your shoulders. Knees are right underneath your hips. Bring your feet directly behind your knees, parallel to one another. Tops of the toes resting onto the floor. And then give yourself a little shift forward and back a few times so that you can find your center. And that's when you are balanced in between your palms and your knees. Once you find that center, we'll do a cat and cow pose. So take a deep breath in. On your exhale, make a U shape with your body, stretching your tailbone up to the sky, pulling your shoulders away from the ears, reaching your chin up to the sky, stretching your chest forward like you're a Care Bear, sending energy up to the sky. Inhale again here. Exhale, pull your belly button deep toward your spine, round yourself up like a rainbow shape, pull your chin into your chest. Exhale out all of the air. And then inhale back into the cow pose. Use all of your inhale to reach the maximum, and then exhale. Same thing. All of the exhale to reach the maximum arc. Go at your own speed. Use your breath and try to find a flow with it. Also, if you find yourself like me sinking back into your hips, try to keep that center balanced between your palms and your knees. Let's do one more time, cow and cat. And then find your neutral spine. So neutral spine is not like, neutral spine is engaged abs. You're active with your hips so your knees are not falling out to the side. And you're also engaged in your shoulders to keep yourself from going like that. So we're going to bend side and side. So start with a deep breath in. This time on your exhale, you're going to turn to look over at your right foot. And then inhale your way back to center. And then exhale, try to twist and look over at your left foot. So we're expanding and contracting our side body using your breath. Again, make sure that you stay centered between your palms and your knees. I'm not at all. Really try to use your breath, flowing through the moment. Do one more time, right and left. Exhale, inhale back to center. Exhale, you look at that foot. Inhale back to center. Once you're all done, bring your toes together. Sink your hips onto your heels. Stretch your arms out in front and rest your forehead perhaps on the floor. Take 2 deep breaths in your child's pose. And we're going to roll up through our spine. So keep your hips onto your heels. Chin stays glued into your chest. Your fingertips are going to glide onto your yoga mat as you roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time, bringing your head up last. If this feels terrible to sit like this, you can totally sit yourself up like this. We're just going to clasp our fists together and circle the wrists around. Because next up is downward dog, followed by some wonderful planks. So planks are awesome because they work your abs. Let's reverse this. They work your abs and pretty much your whole body. So let's get to it. Shake out your hands. Bring yourself back to your tabletop position. Find yourself stacked underneath your joints, then tuck your toes underneath. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, push your hips up into the sky. Downward dog position. When you get there, start to lift and lower your heels right and left, shifting your hips side to side. Just find some motion here. Keep pushing the floor away with your palms. Arms are right beside your ears. Also breathe. Oh, I have a loud ankle. All right, stop here with both heels reaching to the floor. It's okay to keep your knees soft, but don't ever lock them out. We're gonna start to do some shoulder shrugs, getting our shoulders working here. So just a little bit of a motion, bringing your shoulders into your ears and back down. And then come to a stillness in your downward dog. Keep pushing the floor away with your palms and your fingertips. Stretch your hips up to the sky, soften your rib cage, reach your heels to the floor and take a deep breath. All right, set your knees to the floor. Rest the tops of your toes back onto the floor. Bring your toes together and then sink your hips onto your heels. We'll take another child's pose. Feel free to rock your hips right and left if that feels good to you. Just breathe. All right, let's do another roll up. Hips stay onto the heels, chin stays into the chest. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time, stacking yourself up. Head comes up west. I really enjoy roll-ups. All right, this time we're gonna interlace the fingers. Feel free to sit up like this if that feels terrible for you. Make a wave, stretching out your fingers all the way up to the wrists. Because now it's time for a plank. Reverse. Right, in our plank poses, we're just gonna hold for 4 deep breaths. Feel free to set your knees down if it's too much for you. Just make sure that you are engaging all of your muscles and you're staying strong, and I'll be shouting at you the whole time. Just to remind you. So find again your hands and knees. Strong tabletop position. Maybe you imagine that you're a table. Then tuck your toes back underneath you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hips back up into the sky, downward dog. When you get there, take a moment in your downward dog and feel this triangle shape that you're making with your body. So sending energy down through your palms, through your heels, and up through your hips. Soften your rib cage. And keep this strong feeling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna bring our body forward to find our plank pose. Arms should be right underneath the shoulders. Engage your shoulder muscles, engage your abs, squeeze your glutes, send energy out through your heels, and stay for 4 deep breaths. Remember, you can put your knees down if you need to. Every exhale should pull your belly button even deeper toward your spine. Keep engaging your leg muscles. When you're done with all of your 4 breaths, we're going to go down to a forearm plank. Oh my gosh, here we go. Down to your forearms. Make sure that they're shoulder width. Palms are down onto the floor. Fingers are spread wide. Again, 4 deep breaths. Squeeze your glutes. Engage your abs. Energy out through those heels. When you're all done with your 4 breaths, or as many as you can take, float your knees back to the floor. Whew. Tops of the toes rest. We're going to push ourselves back to a child's pose and rest. 2 deep breaths. Let me see what time it is. Perfect. All right, let's use an exhale to push ourselves back to our hands and knees. So deep breath in. Exhale. Float yourself back up. And then check out your tabletop. I'm going to move forward because we're putting legs behind us when I kick the wall. So make sure you're stacked. Again, underneath your joints. We're going to be doing some balancing. We're going to move it with our breath. So engage your abs. Stretch your right leg directly behind you with a straight leg, pointed toe. If you feel this in your lower back, squeeze your butt. Pull your belly button deeper toward your spine. Reach your left arm forward right beside your ear, and then reach the top of your head where your fingertips are pointing. Take 3 deep breaths here. On your inhale, reaching your fingertips and your toes away from your body. On your exhale, pull your belly button deeper toward your spine to pull everything back toward the midline, giving yourself a strong core. Stay with it. Breathe. And before you're ready to come down, inhale, lengthen even further. And then exhale, float the arm and the leg down at the same time. And then take a rest. Deep breath. All right, let's do the same thing on the left. So don't move anything. Keep your tabletop strong, engage your abs. Left leg goes directly behind you, straight leg, pointed toe. Squeeze your glutes. Stretch that leg long. Right arm this time floats right beside your ear. Reach the fingertips across the room. Top of the head reaches where your fingertips are pointing. Take your 3 deep breaths. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, strong core. Take really big, full, deep breaths. Don't cheat yourself. When you're ready to come back down, inhale, lengthen even more. Exhale, float it down. Whew. And then we can rest. Bring your toes together, sink your hips onto your heels. Stretch your arms out, forehead rests. 2 deep breaths in your child's pose. All right, let's roll up one more time here. Whew, head comes up last. Excellent. All right, we're going to turn around, find a seated position. All right, so let's have legs in line with hips. We'll have our toes onto the floor, and you're going to bring your fingertips behind you. And then try not to curve like this. You want to keep your abs engaged, ribcage soft, as if someone's got a really tight vest around you. But don't round your shoulders. We're going to kick our legs up right and left. And that's all we're doing. If this is easy for you, you're going to do it with no hands. And just breathe. And if you're finding that that leg is not straightening, you can engage the quad muscle. Pointing your toes up to the sky. Okay, we're going to stop in a tabletop position, just like this. If your hands are like this, you can totally keep them there, or you can bring them to your legs. You can bring them out in front like this, or up by your ears. If this is also working out for you, you can stretch your legs straight. Wherever you are, take 2 deep breaths. Remember, strong core on that exhale. One more deep breath in to lift your limbs up to the sky. And then exhale, float them down. Oh my gosh, shake it out. Take a deep breath. Whew. All right, then put your feet back to where they came from. So they're hip distance. Make sure your feet are facing forward and your feet are flat onto the floor. This time we're going to grab our fists together, pull your fists close to your body, and then tilt your seat back. Keep your chest lifted up to that diagonal of your room, and then take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to left. Keep going at your own speed, using your breath. Try not to make your knees wobble around. Keep them in line with your hips. Try to relax your shoulders. Sometimes like that happens. Make sure that doesn't happen. Whew. All right, let's do one more time, right and left. Excellent, and then give yourself a rest. Whew. Take a deep breath. All right, we're gonna roll down through our spine, one vertebrae at a time. So you're gonna imagine that your spine is a pearl necklace and you're going like this. And that's you, onto the floor. So if you wanna touch your little bony vertebrae back there, be like, hey, you're gonna roll down one at a time. Don't crash. So use your breath. You're gonna make mini adjustments with your abs all the way down, even up to your rib cage. But try not to round the shoulders, so relax the shoulders. Legs are hip distance, feet are bent. Legs are bent, feet are on the floor. Arms are out in front like a zombie, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curve your spine, dropping your chin into your chest, belly button to spine, and then you roll down, taking your own time, feeling each vertebrae being placed onto the floor. You can look at your belly button if that helps. Whew, don't crash. Once you've reached the floor, you've done, put your knees into your chest, hug them close, and rock your body right and left for a little bit. And just breathe. 5 minutes. Just enough time for us to work low abs, middle abs, all the abs. All right, so let's start our low abs. So bring your arms out. Actually, let's put them down by our side with our palms down. Send your legs straight, directly up to the sky. So we're going to use low ab crunch. So take a deep breath in. On your exhale, you're going to pull your belly button deep toward your spine, flattening your back onto the floor, and you're going to try to reach your feet to the sky. So when you do this, sometimes like legs will go like this. Try not to do that. They're going up. So head is staying on the floor. Just use your breath. Exhale. Find that low ab curl. Try to do about 8 of them. Go at your own speed. If you can see your toes, reach them up to the sky. Low ab crunch. Maybe at 30 more. Woo. Last one. All right, keep your legs there. We're going to reach the arms up overhead by the ears. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, you're going to pull yourself all in one piece. Try to touch your toes. Roll back down. Inhale. Exhale, curl it up. Try to touch your toes. But don't bring your toes closer. Don't bring them farther away. Go at your own speed. There's 8 of these as well. Or really as many as you can do. If you are exhausted, remember, just honor your body. Listen to what your body is saying. I can't see you, so I don't know what's going on. You're in charge. I've got 2 more. Last one. Once you're done with all of those, fold your knees into your chest. You can give yourself a little rock right and left. Find your breath and breathe. All right. Then find your legs in a tabletop bent position. Find your abs engaged. So take a deep breath in. On your exhale, pull your belly button deep toward your spine so you feel your whole back flattened onto the floor. And then maintain that flatness onto the floor. Place your palms onto your knees. Imagine you have glue on your left hand on your left knee. It's stuck. Doesn't move. Right hand, right leg are going to float away on the inhale. Only as far as you can keep the control of your abs. So inhale, float right arm, right leg away. And then exhale, float them back exactly where they came from. Not closer to your face at all. Keep that tabletop position. And you're just doing right arm, right leg for up to 8. Use your breath. Reach and mill away. Exhale, pull everything back toward the midline. Nice strong core every exhale. 4 more for me. Again, try not to make your rib cage splay out. I always have that issue. My ribs are like, hey, we can stretch farther, but really this is not about the stretch. This is about your core. Got that, body? 1 more for me. Whew, and then we're going to go right into that left. So now the glue is on the right. Inhale, left arm, left leg. Exhale. Really use all of your breath. I like to breathe really loudly. So feel free to also breathe really loudly. Sing some songs to yourself. I don't know. But really use your breath. You're not just putting your limbs into space. You're stretching with your muscles. Exhale, strong core. I think I have 3 more here. Last one. I believe these are called dead bugs. Once you're done with all of those, pull your knees close into your chest. You can stay here motionless, or you can rock your head right and left. You can rock your legs right and left, whatever feels good. Just breathe. All right, that was the last of our ab exercises. Let's do a little bit of loosening of our hips since we did a little bit of hip flexors as well. So place your hands onto your knees and draw some circles. You can relax the legs. Just use your strong arms to stir the circle all the way around. Make sure you're breathing. Reverse your circles. And then we'll do a spinal twist. So keep your right knee bent. Let your left leg fall down flat onto the mat. You're going to take your left hand and place it on the outside of your right knee. Bring your right arm out to the side with your palm down, and then cross your right leg over to the left side of your body. Your right hip can come off the floor, but leave your shoulders flat onto the floor. Relax them. And then turn your head all the way to the right. Maybe your right ear touches the floor. And then just take 2 deep breaths. Maybe you feel your spine elongating with that inhale. Maybe your exhale gives you a little bit more twist. And then use an exhale to roll yourself onto your back again, pulling both knees tight into your chest. In fact, if you can reach around your legs, grab onto your elbows, pull your legs close, flatten your back onto the floor, shoulders rest onto the floor. Take a deep breath. And then we'll do our left leg. So right leg goes down flat, left leg stays bent. This time right hand goes on the outside of that left knee, left arm out to the side with your palm down, and then cross your left leg over to the right. The hip can come off, but leave the shoulders. Try to relax the shoulders. And then turn your head all the way to the left. Maybe you find your left ear onto the floor. Giving yourself gentle pressure with your palm on the outside of that knee for 2 deep breaths. Maybe you will imagine yourself wringing yourself out after all that hard work you just did. And then use your next exhale to lower yourself completely flat onto your back. And just allow your body to relax wherever it wants. And take a few deep breaths in stillness, allowing your body to reset after that work. Noticing where you still feel some energy in your body. You can talk to your body as you breathe. Try to tell your body to relax. And in your relaxation, you can also thank your body for all the hard work you just did. In particular, your ab muscles, the muscles of your hips, and also your breath. Thank your breath for leading you through all the movement as well as for the stillness. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you like on your back if this feels good. Or you can get up with one last ab exercise, our giant sit-up. If you're ready to come up, you can open your eyes, bring your legs together, flex your feet, engage your leg muscles. Reach your arms up by your ears. Fingertips are together. Inhale. Exhale, giant sit-up. All right. Excellent work. I hope your body feels really good after that 30-minute exercise of abdominals. What else? Thank you so much for joining me if you did. I'm going to post this after if you missed it, if you wanted to join in again, or if you wanted to do it again, send it to a friend. That's cool. If you liked it and you want to do it again tomorrow, I do it every weekday morning via Zoom. You just have to sign up at holeinthewall.punchpass.com, and if you're interested in that link, I'll put it in the comments. Tomorrow we're doing exercises that are an obstacle course, so if you have yoga blocks or something that you can build an obstacle course for your body with, that would be something that you could do. All the classes are free for the rest of the month, so please take advantage. What else? That's it. Thank you so much for working out with me. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Maybe I can answer them live if you have any. Otherwise, please enjoy your day. Thanks so much for stopping in.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be available. I'll post it up later. Cool. Well, everyone have a good day.